Is it working? Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to some more Kerbal space program. I just went ahead and sent another probe out into space in order to get an encounter with Dress. As I mentioned in the last episode, we are now aligned to send an encounter to Dress, and that's what I just did, you know. It was just a very simple, basic maneuver like I've showcased before with all the other planets. You know, I just went on the website that I've told you about before, the interactive illustrated interplanetary guide, and punch some data in there, and there we have it. We'll need just a small adjustment over here to get like a little bit closer to it, you know, to get like a close encounter. But apart from that, it should be fine. We do have this debris left over, which we're just gonna go ahead and terminate, and that leaves us with only Eve. That is the the only planet towards which we haven't sent a probe, and we're gonna do it in not too very long time. You know, I still have the website behind me, and by the looks of it, it has to be the alignment has to be like Kerbin over here, and Eve has to be somewhere over here. So it needs a little bit of time to catch up to us, but once it does, we will be able to send a probe to it as well. But until then, we'll have to check in with Duna, because we are gonna get that encounter eventually. And also got a little bit lucky and managed to get like a mission to transmit or recover scientific data from space around Moho. And we definitely have that on the Moho probe, which is which one is that one? The one it has like 300 days. Yes, this one. It needs to go like around the sun twice until we'll be able to make a maneuver to get back to Kerbin. So we have this for Drez, we have this coming back from Moho, we have this going all the way to Ilu, and still has 3 years and 140 days until we can make the adjustment to get the encounter. I mean, to get like a closer encounter, and 4 years until we actually get to it. We have this probe going to Joule, which doesn't need any adjustments anymore, or if it does, we'll do them like once we get in its sphere of influence, and it will take 1 year until we get to it. I like to add a maneuver node in order to see it, just to be able to see how much time I have left, so I can keep things organized, you know, because this way it doesn't tell us, you know, how much time I have left. So I'll just put a maneuver node over here. And finally the probe to Duna, which should be the one that we'll get to. So yeah, let's speed it up. We have a few missions that we can do, but I'm not gonna, you know, bother with them. We're just gonna go ahead and get ourselves towards Duna, and yes, we'll finally do it. The historical mission. Well, it's gonna be even more historical when we'll finally send like a manned mission to any of these planets, and probably Duna will be like the #1 contender, but still, it's gonna be great. Just you wait. Alright, getting ever so slightly closer. No, just a second. Okay, we are back, and yeah, it does seem that we will first get the Duna encounter, and then we're gonna get the window for the Eve transfer. So let us go right on ahead and switch to our Duna probe and witness the historical event that this is, the first you know, Duna encounter. Let us not forget that this is also like older ship, and it seems that we have lost control of the probe. Really? Do we not have any connection with Kerbin? I know that it's an older variant of the ship, and it has like a weaker thing, but how come that it doesn't have any connection to like the satellite that I have in orbit? Have to check this one out. This one is deployable. Interruption may compromise integrity. Allow partial. I'm not exactly sure what that do. What those do. Can we do anything over here? Yes, we can. So, what can we not do? Here's the question. Cannot move the ship. So we can use like the scientific material that is on board, or at least most of it. Like we have over here and stuff, but we cannot control the ship, which is not very good, obviously, because we wanted to get like a little bit closer to Duna in order to like get that, you know, what you call it, to get like within the atmosphere of Duna. So this might be a small botch. Trying to also see where it is, but it's still pretty far away, and we might not be able to see it if we cannot control it in any way. Let me go back to the space center and see. I mean, if we can solve it by sending like another satellite in orbit in order to make a connection, then it's fine. But yeah, we do have this one. This like second satellite. Is it not strong enough to make connection with this one? I mean, this one over here. I know it's a pretty big distance, but or is it blocked by something? No, like from over here, it would seem that it should have connection towards it. So yeah, with this antenna, require complete. So let me see. This is like the direct one. Visible net lines. So have one over here. That is the one that is going for something else. But it does have a connection, and see like all the entire network. We can see. So yeah, there's the connection to the one over there. There's the one over there. So we just cannot reach that one, really? It doesn't seem to be that far. First hop path. Yeah, the problem is that we don't have anything like we don't have any stronger antenna than this one, so even if we do send something, I mean, it might not be capable simply because of the limit that we have. Additionally, we can also try and upgrade our tracking station. It could be rough. That's a lot of money, but it will massively increase our power and might just give us enough to reach Duna. So you know what? As before, you know, it's good to do it this way. We're gonna save over here. Just call it save, override, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna upgrade the tracking station to the maximum level. This also allows us to track unknown objects, also known as asteroids usually. For example, we have one over here that is huge. And we can track it, and there you go. We can see where it goes, and not only where it goes, it looks like this one is gonna encounter Kerbin's sphere of influence, interestingly enough. It's not gonna come close enough to like smash into Kerbin, but it sure is interesting. Okay, how about now? Do we have a connection? Alright, there you go. Now we do have a very, very small connection with Kerbin. Oh, Jesus. Huh. How about that? There you go. We have direct connection with Kerbin. Only 35% signal strength. I hope we'll be able to maintain connection while we are, you know, encountering Duna. But, you know, can move the ship now. So hooray! Problem solved, right? Oh, I mean, hopefully. With like the maximum upgrade, I think we should be able to like pretty much have strong connections while, you know, almost as far as away as like Jewel, if I remember correctly. You know, it is a concern because if not, then we will be forced to. Do I have it set as a target? No, I don't. Um, Hello, set as target. What do you mean no target? Dude, are you drunk or something? Did I set Ike as a target or something? What's going on over here? Duna, I cannot hit Duna because of the freaking encounter that I have on the way. Well, you know, let's just speed up and see where this gets us. So we have 16 days until we'll get to it. How's the connection? It is getting smaller and smaller. So, yeah. I hope we will manage to maintain connection though while we have this. You know, I mean, it should be. Alright. And now should be close enough to get it. Can I see it? Yes, we can. Oh, there it is, guys. Absolutely spectacular. Look at that. Duna and Ike. Boys, we are making history. Alright, let's get that intercept over here. Then there's this one over here. So I have checked out while I was flying with the other ship, the one for Dress, and it seems that the nuclear engine generates an acceleration, or like generates enough thrust to have like 2 meters per second squared acceleration. There you go, we got the Explore Duna, that's a lot of money, and we initiate the first flyby of Duna. So yeah, since we need like to make this change of 200 meters per second and we have an acceleration 200 meters per second, that means that we need to burn for approximately 102 seconds, which is a minute and 40, minute 41, 42. And that means that we'll need to start the burn approximately when we are a minute and 40, when we are like 50 minutes away, something like that. So yeah, let us go and speed up until that moment while noticing how we get closer and closer to Duna. We're also gonna fly by it very fast, similar to the other one. We are also gonna have an encounter with Ike at the same time, so that's gonna be spectacular. Alright. It's so beautiful because you can actually see, not only that we see Duna, we can also see Ike going around it. So let's start collecting science while we can. So this is like the science like in space high over Duna. Alright, should be good enough for now. And we have 2 mystery goo containers, but we want one to use in the atmosphere, so yeah, we will not be able to use them. Ike will only get like regular ones, so that being said, we will need to transmit this. Alright, transmit science. Very good, and that completes another contract. There's enough data on Duna here to keep us all employed for a good long while. We got the first scientific data of Duna. Very good. It's not very valuable because we transmit it, of course, but still, it is important and it is an unprecedented milestone. And I just pushed over the node again. God damn it. Well, anyway, connection is getting weaker and weaker. I hope that we can maintain connection like even after we encounter Duna. So since we are not gonna change our orbit after this maneuver, hopefully we won't need to. I still have this maneuver over here to like get me with a low Duna periapsis. Okay, let's watch these as we get closer. So I did say that pretty much accurately. Let me speed up just a bit. And that's the encounter with Ike that we are gonna bring ever so slightly closer. Alright. And this also allows us to bring the periapsis of Duna very close. Okay, we will stop it for now, and then we'll make an additional burn once we pass Ike in order to get like the actual Duna sphere of influence. Still 2 days to get to it though. Just gives you an idea of just how gigantic the distances are. Let me quick save over here. And let's rock and roll. Hoping and praying that we can maintain connection. Should have waited until I got the next upgrade, but you know, what can you do at this point? Alright. See it get closer and closer. Has been at 26% for a while, and that's good to see. 25%, yeah, the signal is really bad. Oh boy. And it's only gonna get worse. We're also gonna be behind Duna for a little bit of time and then we'll have no connection. But still, it's wonderful to see, you know, the dance of the planets. There's no better way to describe it. As we get closer and closer, we can see the surface of the red planet. And whatever mysteries it might entail. Wow, getting really close to Ike there. One more minute until the encounter. And there we have it. We have initiated the first flyby of Ike and therefore escaped the gravitational influence of Duna. That allows us to pick up some new juicy science. Very good. Still pretty much the same, but that's fine. We can grab it and transmit it, and gives us another milestone. First scientific data of Ike. Look at that. The moon of Duna. I've never had an encounter with Ike. This is another milestone for me personally. Well, I have made a mission to Duna once, and it didn't go quite as well as you might have hoped. I've never had an encounter with Ike, so there you go. And that will be the burn to get us through Duna's atmosphere, which if I remember correctly, starts at 50 meters. I'm gonna have to like check it over here from the tracking station, and it's fine, we have enough time. Let me just go quickly to the tracking station. Now we should have grabbed. Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, we're gonna keep that off for now. Wait, which is which? Just out of curiosity. So this is the one for Jewel, and it's gonna get even further away. So I hope we can maintain connection. This is the one for Ilu. It's even going even further away. The one for Duna and the one for Moho. Right. Let me see. Duna information. Yes, it is at 50,000 meters, so that is good to see. I wanted to see this one. Let me go ahead and fly it just a little bit. What I wanted to do is to add that maneuver just to like have a remember it. Yeah, only 12%, and we have like this one, which is much more powerful, and we only have 12%. So we do need to send more satellites in orbit of Kerbin. It seems that the one that we have is just not gonna cut it. Okay. This one is going for Joule, and I just want to put a maneuver right over here. There you go. 1 year and 15 days. Good. Okay. Now, let's get back to Duna, shall we? Right. Outer Space Probe. Where is it? Duna Probe 1. Whew. I'm excited, man. I mean, I'm not sure if you can notice it from my voice, but boy oh boy, I'm excited. Okay, let's orient our ship. We'll need to burn slightly more than 2 minutes. So that means that we'll have to start the burn at approximately 1 minute and a little bit. We're gonna go and pass straight below Ike. Impressive moon. Not to mess around with. And we're gonna go past the periapses and go back out. And that was the Ike encounter, and now we're setting our target for the one, the only big red giant known as Duna. Let's get to it, boys. Alright. I think this is roughly when we need to start the burn, and we got it almost on the dot. So let's speed it up. And yeah. And it will allow us to escape as well. Now, since we're gonna go that close, this will definitely mess up our orbit, so we're gonna need to have more, let's just call them adjustments in order to get back to Kerbin. A lot more adjustments. Yeah, getting very, very close. 41 meters. The Duna's atmosphere is not as thick as Kerbin's one, so I'm not afraid of burning up or having any problems with the ship. Okay, keep on at it. Should be good to go. Alright. I think that's close enough to give us time to examine all the scientific data, but not too close to burn up. But as always, just to be sure, we're gonna quick save once again, and we're gonna get out of Ike, which gives us another milestone. And here we go, boys. Hold on to your dicks. Duna inbound. We might need to close off the solar panels, and we're not gonna get that close to it, so it shouldn't be a necessity. We can see the surface of it. Big problem is, from what I notice over here, it seems that we're gonna go around it on the dark side, so we're not gonna be able to notice its like beautiful surface from up close. It is unfortunate, but sometimes, if I may quote a great man still alive, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now we just need to be prepared for the moment. Yeah, we lost connection. Oh, we got it again. Oh, I know, it must have been Ike. Yeah, Ike is blocking the connection to Kerbin right now. Okay, let us see how we're doing on right now. It's still space high over Duna, that's fine. And yeah, we don't have any sun either, so we cannot transmit whatever science we get from over here. We'll have to just keep it and book it with it. I love it. Like over here it has good frame rate. If I go from over here, it's like half the frame rate because it needs to render the planet. It's funny and it's absolutely amazing. Obviously when we don't have any connection we won't be able to send science. Oh, the camera changed. That means that we must be close to it. Let's see. No, it's still high over Duna. God damn it. I don't think we'll need to activate the radiator. And once again, I don't think we are close enough that we need to remove the solar panels. Not remove them, but you know. You can see the poles of Duna over here, the icy poles. Just wonderful, man. I love this. I cannot find the words to express my delight and excitement with this mission. Hey, it's not that dark over here. And we also have connection through the ground somehow. It's pretty amazing. You can actually see the red surface of Duna. Let's see over here. Hey, and we are in space near Duna. Try and orient yourself on the periapsis, please. Temperature. Toggle display. It's pretty cold. Jesus. That's like minus minus 130. Something along those lines. Okay, and we can also do one mystery goo. The goo feels right at home here, and we've lost connection once again. Luckily we did manage to orient the ship just in time before losing connection, and everybody hold on tight. We are going to enter the big red giant gassy atmosphere. Okay, let me orient the ship this way so I can use these ones and this one over here. I should like have used the action groups for these ones, but I'm still not exactly familiar with how those work, so I'm not gonna bother. Okay, we'll need to be fast on this one. Too bad we have time acceleration. I wish we'd had like time deceleration. Okay, we are ready. The music should stop, by the way. It usually stops when you get into the atmosphere. It'll be the first time it stops because we're getting into a foreign atmosphere. And it didn't stop. Okay, get that. Atmospheric analysis, good. Pressure data. Mystery goo. You observe the goo. Come on, please tell me something new. God damn it, these are just generic shit. Well, regardless, we are in its atmosphere right now, and the ship seems to be behaving relatively normal. As before mentioned, the atmosphere is not very thick and we're not getting very deep into it either, so we are only gonna like slightly aero brake through it and then burst through space. We can see that we are decelerating. We can see how the periapsis did drop by 1 meter, you know. There you go, another meter. So yes, we are encountering air resistance over here. You know, air is it's a different kind of air, but you get what I'm saying. And we're going back up. Have the parachutes that are showing us whether they're able or not, and right now it would be risky to deploy them because the speed is just too high. And yeah, that'll be it. Oh yeah, and we cannot like time warp too much. See, there you go. If you want another proof that we are in the atmosphere, our time warp is limited to just up to ×4. Now we should be going away and say, see you, Duna. See you, Saka. It's been nice meeting you, but now I gotta fuck off to space. Thank you, and oh my god, there you go. We're gonna see a Duna sunrise. I think that would be the most beautiful way to end this episode, you know, by witnessing a sunrise over Duna's surface as we prepare to leave the planet and make the maneuvers to bring this back to Kerbin with all the juicy science. And it's gonna be a lot of juicy science. Did we do all this? We need to also return it back to Kerbin to fully complete this mission. And we're gonna do it. It's not gonna be easy, but we should be able to do it with enough time. Alright, time to speed it up. Well, that was it. Oh, you know what would have been a good idea while we were close by? Kerbnet access. Yeah, we can see stuff about the surface. It even gives us look, it gives us like the altitude over the sea level. That's very good. So over here, right in the center of the crater, it's only 2.35 meters, and over here around it, obviously, since they are like mountainous, they are like 6 meters almost. And obviously, that's my Skype going. Cycle automatic refresh. Don't really care about that. Visibility and display mode. Doesn't seem to be anything over here. And we're getting away from it anyway. But yeah, there are a few notable sites that you can visit on Duna that contain Easter eggs. You know how a regular game have Easter eggs. Then they have like you have to like explore. Just imagining you have a game like, I don't know, GTA San Andreas, for example, and there are a lot of Easter eggs by it, and if you have to like explore every inch of the game to find the Easter eggs, it would take you a while. The game has a pretty big map. Now imagine having those Easter eggs hidden in a game that contains all the surface of an entire solar system. That will take you a long time to find them if you don't know where they are already. So yeah, obviously the internet knows and the internet will tell, but if you were playing this completely isolated from the world, then it would be kind of rough. Now, here's the deal though. How we get back? All right, so we're gonna go into this over here. Probably, most likely, we'll need to burn periapsis in order to get us closer to Kerbin. So let's see. Right now, this is where we are gonna be, and this is where it is going to be. That gives me the idea that we should probably burn while we are here. Although it shouldn't be that much different. It is closer. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Let's not forget how botched up this encounter was, and now we're trying to get back, so it's gonna be quite annoying. Yeah, it seems to work. Hey, look at that. Wait. There you go. Oh, that wasn't hard at all. And that's an encounter with Kerbin. And he only uses We only need to do one orbit around the sun, you know, not even one full orbit, like half an orbit, 400 days. You know, it's still a long time, but it's not too ridiculous. And then we only need to burn for like, you know, 1000 meters per second. We definitely have enough fuel for that. Yeah, it should be good to go. Just hope that we'll have connection to Kerbin when we will be there. See you, sucker! Bye bye! See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. And all the things that you can say to a planet. How's the signal strength going? It's not changing. It's better. You know, at least it's not going down. Loving out the fact that we are going like... We went like pretty much horizontal to it and now we're going sort of like below it. I think that is the effect of Ike that had on our orbit. Still gonna take us 6 days until we leave Duna's sphere of influence. Oh, it's still going down. That's not good to see. Well, anyhow, hopefully at least we'll have connection while we're over here. We're gonna send more satellites into orbit until then, and maybe it will work out. I hope. I don't know, something. Let's not forget that we have sent things further away than Duna, and if we're not gonna have connection then to Duna, then, you know, it's gonna be kind of problematic. But anyway, this has been it with this episode of Kerbal Space Program. An important milestone has been achieved. The mission is not yet over, and we still have ways to go, but still, I think it's important to keep in mind that we have done something amazing. We can also grab heavy aerodynamics, and I think I am going to grab them over here. And because we are gonna get a lot of science anyway once we get back. Scientific data from space around Duna, definitely we can grab that because we do have it on board. And once it goes back, we are gonna have it. 6 turrets. Large landing gear landed at Eve. Are you serious? Or also these ones. You want us to measure in flight like below certain atmospheres. We need to make a plane that basically flies through Duna, and Duna doesn't have an atmosphere that contains like oxygen, so it's not gonna work out, man. This does seem a little bit more doable. We might do this or this one with like splashdown. That's basically easy peasy. But yeah, we do have a few missions that we need to do as before. I am gonna do them, you know, on my own. The small landing gear splashdown is gonna be easy. This one is gonna take a long time, but should be pretty easy. The orbit for the tourists also is gonna be pretty easy, and then we have these ones that are basically dependent on when we're gonna finish these missions. But we are still in decent shape with the money. That is the important thing to note. Look at this. And we're gonna get even more once we finish this. And yeah. Anyway, see you guys next time with whatever I'm going to make. Bye bye. Probably we're gonna... What we're gonna make? We're gonna make the fly... We're gonna send the probe towards Duna. And I'm gonna complete some missions, and I'm gonna send some more satellites into orbit in hopes that we can maintain a stronger connection, you know, to all of these things. But I think we have like the strongest satellites available, right? We have... Wait, which one? So we have relay antenna over here. Oh, there is a stronger one here. The 100 relay antenna. And also a stronger communitron. Yeah, I think we might have needed this for Jewel and Elu. I'm gonna try and get these and send satellites equipped with it in orbit and hope that it like managed to make a connection. 550 science, that's doable in 2 missions to the moon or Minmus. Anyway, see you guys next time. We're going to make. Bye bye.